Hello and welcome. My name is Martin, and this is a video on how to download the Epic Games launcher and how to install different versions of the Unreal Engine. So the first thing you want to do is open up any browser, type in Epic Games, and go to the official Epic Games page. This is what it looks like currently. So this is basically the seller's page. So this is completed games and the ability to be able to download and buy those completed games. That would be the store, news, frequently asked questions, help, and there's Unreal. So what we want to do is we want to go to the Unreal Engine. So we click there, it'll take us actually to a different page. And this is where now in the top right hand corner you can go ahead and hit the download button. So if we do that, what we'll see is we have two versions of the software. We have a publishing license version and a creator's license version. So basically what the creators means is that it's basically like the one that you can use to try to make stuff for games or for things inside of a game, but at that point whatever you make has not gone the way that I'm trying to say this is once you start making money off of a game after the $1 million mark, Unreal Engine is going to, or Epic Games is going to want to take 5%. And you can see it right there. So 5% royalty when product succeeds, and their definition of success is after you have made your first $1 million USD. And that's over the life of your product. So at some point, if your product, like maybe if it took several years to get to that $1 million point, and now all of a sudden you're hitting $1 million, you will have had to have saved that 5% for Unreal. And that's when they're going to come and they're going to start asking for money. So just keep that in mind. You can download whatever version you want. I have not downloaded the creator's version. I have downloaded the publishing license, and at this point I have not made $1 million off of creating a video game, so I'm not worried about anything that I've done yet. And at this point I'm just teaching. So click the download now button, and what that'll do is it'll start to download the Epic Games installer. And if I click out of the website now, what we should see is this. So once you have downloaded and installed the Epic Games launcher, what you'll do is go ahead and click on that. That should open up this. And let's go ahead and talk about what we're seeing. So home takes you back to the seller's page for finished games. The store would be the same, or home is Epic Games, what they're doing, sort of like their blog. This takes you to the store where you can buy games that have been finished. The library, we'll actually see the library tab in two places, so it's here and it's also there. And marketplace, essentially a store, except store is finished games. Marketplace is to where you can buy components to make your games from. Friends is the social media aspect of this, where you can have your friends together so that you can play games, but you can also, I don't know, do other stuff through the friends. And then from there you have the Unreal Engine. So if we click on Unreal, it's actually the page that we're in right here, and then this would give us news. There's a YouTube page, I guess, where there's more video answers. So basically what you get is a lot of, this is basically the Unreal blog. So this is where they're writing articles, and people can go in there and click on these to get more information about Unreal. So if we go to the Learn, these should be links to videos or different lessons that have been created to explain different aspects of the game. So this is a good place to, so they have this as documentation. They have this as, I suppose this is YouTube, Unreal Online Learning, and then they have a wiki community. So if I am unable to answer your question, maybe this would be my first stop. To try to find answers for questions that are, maybe you want to do something very specific and I've never done that before. So you might come here and see if there's a ability to be able to do that. And that's a good resource. So now if we go to the marketplace, this is where you're going to be able to go in and purchase, sometimes download free materials that you're going to use in the game. So basically these will be packs that will be designed around certain aspects or certain like if we look at this, we see like interior home, medieval street pack, fantasy war shields. Okay, There's There's soundtracks, there's code, there are fires, so those would be particle systems. There's full-blown characters. So we'll actually come back to this later, because I do have a whole lesson that we will download packs and show you how to install them into the Unreal Engine. So from there we have the library. Now for us, this is basically where we are like a cloud version of everything that we've done with Unreal. So it shows me the different versions of the software that I've downloaded. It shows me also that a few of those need to be updated, so 2 of those do need to be updated. Then it shows me all the projects that I worked on or that I've created. It shows me what version they were created in. And then if I keep coming down, I have this thing called the Vault. Now the Vault is all the stuff that I have downloaded or that I have purchased as packs that I can now use for creating games. So you can see that I have downloaded quite a few, and I have the ability to do quite a few things if I wanted to. There's vehicle packs, there's stylized characters, there is caves, sci-fi lots of moving things. Some of those because I do audio work, so some of these are to make audio players. Okay, so quite the thing there. Now for you, this will be mainly empty if this is the first time that you've taken or this is the first time that you've done anything. Don't worry about that. What you will want to do is come up here to where it says engine version, click on this, and what it'll do normally is show you the latest version of the software that's available. Now for us, being that we're in a classroom and that you may need to take your project back and forth between the school's computers and your own computers at home, this can be done through obviously an external hard drive if you need it to work that way, or if you needed to bounce projects back and forth between different computers, you would all want to make sure that you're on the same version of the software. So we can actually right here just say what version of the software we want to launch, and then if we click that button, it'll actually open up Unreal Engine. Oh, the other thing too is again, this is where the engine versions are. You'll click there to get the new engine. Once you've done that, you'll click the install button. This thing will fill up. Once that thing fills up, it should ask you to put a version of or a shortcut on your desktop. If it does not, let me show you where the software actually went. So if we open up, if we come down here to the folder and we go to the C drive, we should go into, I believe it's program files, and in program files we will look for Epic Games. There are the 3 different versions of the software that I have on this computer physically, and if I go to 4.25, or you open up the version that you have, you'll see Engine. Inside Engine you'll go to Binaries. Inside Binaries you'll go to Win64, and inside Win64 you will see UE for Game Editor, or UE for Editor. This is actually the software right here. So if you don't have a shortcut that was created on your computer, you can right click, send to desktop, and then that way it'll create the shortcut. So right click on it, send to desktop, create shortcut. Once you've done that, it should create a shortcut there, and from here we should be able to double click this and open up Unreal for the first time. Alright, so what we did, just as a recap, we went to Epic Games, to the Epic Games website, we scrolled over to Unreal Engine, we downloaded the Epic Games Launcher, we opened up Epic Games Launcher, found the version of the software based on what we've got on the computer and which one we want to download, so that way we can easily move projects back and forth. Which version. Now you can, like what I've got there, you can have multiple versions. Just remember that's going to take up quite a bit of space. So I think each version takes up about 10 gigs of space on your computer. So if you've got a terabyte and you can throw 30 gigs at how many different versions you need to, I think between these 3 versions it's taking up 80 gigs, so it's a little bit more than 10. Now I don't know if that's because I already have projects and those projects have got weight in them. I think it's 10 for just the software. So anyways, you will need a lot of space. So you should get some type of hard drive. Terabyte would be great. A 2 terabyte would be even better. And if you have an external hard drive that you can then move stuff over onto and either use that as a backup or have it actually connected to your computer and running other files, that would be great. So we did that. We got them, and then we created the shortcuts. I showed you where the shortcut was for the downloading and the installing of the software, and how to make that available to your desktop. Once it's on the desktop, you can obviously grab it and put it on your bar down here at the bottom. And if you're in a PC environment, you can also pin it here to your startup menu. Okay, so I hope that helped. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and take care.